Okay. Well, since it's human mirror, they didn't really miss anything. They're doing the exact same thing. Little footman scout, archmage creeping, and troll camp with a little wolf. JTZ's footman does take a little bit more damage than QuePaso's. But JTZ also crept the camp slightly better, and QuePaso has like 90 damage on his own footman. Oh, but now, oof, that's some big damage. We'll likely just let it go though. He could have tried blocking. And we do see some deviation here. QuePaso going directly for the gold mine. But gets his water Ellie ensnared. That... definitely not ideal. Yeah, you really don't want to be tanking with your units there. As we can see, his footmen took another 300 damage, his peasants took a little bit of damage, a couple other footmen slightly weak. So that really hurts. JTZ as well essentially got his gold mine too, but has an extra camp during it because QuePaso's just been kind of chilling at his. So JTZ with the item and XP advantage, but QuePaso's expansion is slightly sooner, and JTZ, little miss micro there, gets one footman picked off right away, but might be able to get a footman in return. QuePaso gets it away. JTZ does have a higher footman count here though. Not sure if QuePasoAqui was slacking, or maybe it's that one footman that got weakened at the creep. So that's really hurting our yellow human player, QuePasoAqui here. Having that footman tanking the creep because the water ellie got ensnared hurts quite a bit when you're down in unit count here. Nicely microed that water elite away. Oh, I didn't even notice. QuePasoAqui had his militia going wrong location. He A-clicked like over here instead of here. Oh no. Or maybe they were just chasing something, I'm not sure. Good job from both sides overall though. They both saved quite a bit, I think. Or maybe QuePaso lost quite a bit. Wait, no, there's a couple of weak footmen. Yeah, there's like 3 weak footmen for QuePasoAqui, and like 4 or 5 for JTZ. We have a shop on the way. No shop on the way for QuePasoAqui yet though. Maybe just a bit overwhelmed, hasn't started to build it yet. But otherwise, JTZ actually has mined more from his expo than QuePasoAqui has already. Even though JTZ went for an extra camp first before the expansion. So it's a huge win for our red human player here. And he will be able to get this tower up. There's no way this small force can cancel it with the repair rate as well as that many peasants. QuePasoAqui having to pull another footman back. Does he have a he does finally have a shop starting to come up, but yeah, this tower will deter the attack. And now it'll be up to QuePasoAqui to start evening out the hero levels if he can. But I don't think he's going to find time to, and JTZ looking to march across right away, maybe try to get one pick off for his level 3. He actually summons a water ellie right away though. I thought maybe he would save his mana trying to get a footy kill or a water ellie kill first. Even a peasant kill would have been level 3, so I thought he could have waited, but the extra firepower can help. He does have defend already too, but against level 1 water lilies, maybe not crucial to have defend. It will help though. Yeah, QuePasoAqui getting a couple nice pickoffs here already, and JTZ still not level 3. Very favorable fight for our yellow human player here actually, as long as he doesn't give this footman 4 health. Oh, JTZ gets it. Level 3 Archmage. And that's going to be a huge difference now. Having those level 2 water lilies. Oh, but there's a tower here. And he gets immediately burned down for like 60 mana. And his water lily does not spawn inside. Oof. That's a yikes. QuePaso sitting, I think, decent now. There's still a lot of footmen to heal on both sides, I believe. One here for JTZ. Maybe he already healed the other ones earlier. I think QuePaso actually pulled ahead there a lot. JTZ got like 1 footman kill, and QuePasoAqui got like 2 or 3 footman kills maybe, and like maybe a water lily kill as well. Because he was only like, what, 2.6 before that? And look at all these footmen he saved. Whereas JTZ only has a couple. I think JTZ was ahead before that, but just didn't get enough. Oh. Oof. Those weak footmen didn't really get time to heal. JTZ picks one off immediately. That hurts. And another one lost its healing. But QuePasoAqui should be ahead in the fight here. He has a higher count of units. Although I don't think he actually has defend though. So if JTZ can get a good, healthy water elemental count, he can take this fight. Oh no, they do both have defend, never mind. It is pretty even. Nice deny there. It's hard to tell. It's still pretty close from both sides. QuePaso going heavy on the towers. Early workshop. I don't think that's very common. Oh, he's going tier 3. Double sanctum with tier 3 though. I'm not sure if that's necessary when he has double barracks. Don't you usually just get 1 sanctum and then just make like 4, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 priests, depending how much you feel you need, I guess. I think the double sanctum is a little overkill, but he is heading tier 3, which can be huge. And tier 3 also for QuePaso, but QuePaso is investing a lot more into towers. And he's going double sanctum as well, but QuePasoAqui does not have a second barracks. Only 1 barracks and then the workshop here. So it's a little different. But yeah, with double barracks, I'm very surprised to see double sanctum. Maybe it's normal, maybe you just need double to get your research finished in time, such as the adept training. But generally I feel like you would only want 1 sanctum in the long run. But maybe since the game's just going to take a long time, it's fine. Both sides looking to get up their MK now. Neither really splitting their Archmage off though. So split XP so far. But a big item for our yellow human player, getting Devotion Aura from the Lionhorn is huge here. It's huge. Because now you don't even have to decide on tier 3 with your paladin. You can just go straight into Divine Shield. Rather than oh, which one do I go?
A player's forces are under
Although I
attack.
do think Divine Shield usually more common because you want to keep your paladin safe. Inner Fire on the way. Yeah, I think the tier 3 for human is a lot more common now after the patch because of... I think Castle was made cheaper a couple patches ago, and then of course Knights get Sundering Blade off the start, and not having to spend the time researching Sundering Blades helps a lot with just getting Knights online and having them do stuff. QuePaso's macro slacking a lot though. Does not have upgrades coming, only has 1-0. Whereas JTZ has 1-1. Does not have Master, but he has it on the way. JTZ does have Master now.
The player's forces are under attack.
So I think JTZ is just going to overwhelm QuePaso with how far ahead he is. Yeah, we see QuePasoAqui, he's starting to power build farms. He will want to put up like 2-3 more farms as well, and I really think you need the second barracks too, but we'll see what he goes.
Player's forces are under attack.
Maybe this is fine for now and he'll put up the second barracks after these footmen die, but honestly that might be too late. It looks like there's going to be a lot of knights. JTZ doing a really good job with macro as well. He has 2-1 knights and he's getting 1 upgrade for damage on his mortars too. Pretty strong. Both sides pretty equal levels, 4-3-1 against 4-3-1. And QuePaso trying to get some value out of these footmen, but I don't know about this. This is going to be a TP, I think, and probably sooner rather than later, because this is like 3 knights looking down on him. He is getting some peasant kills. JTZ actually brought his peasants back into the gold mine before clearing out QuePaso. Does pick off the paladin though, was a little off to the side in the wrong position, but a very good job picking off a ton of peasants. JTZ does have a surplus of wood though, so it's not a huge deal as long as he can fill up his mine again quickly. Yeah, QuePasoAqui getting out. It had decent timing. He lost a couple footmen there at the end and his paladin, but he killed a ton of peasants. However, those peasant losses really just makes JTZ's army size even bigger. We can see fighting strength is 41 for QuePaso, and it's still a lot of footmen against a fighting strength of 58 food of JTZ. So hugely in favor of our red human, and this MK getting focused right away. Does have an invuln. Paladin is back as well, but there's only 1 holy light left. Does get a knight picked off, pretty huge. And if he can fight in these towers, that can be really good. Does he have a staff? He does have a staff, but not going to reach in time. 2 damage upgrade knights. Turns out they kill heroes pretty quickly with that normal damage. And we shall see what QuePaso can do here, but with 3 mortars attacking away, does he not have fragmentation? It should be in JTZ's favor here, but we'll see what QuePasoAqui can do. He does have quite a lot of mana still, so with some good collapse, and if he can save with the staff here in a second. Staff? Oh my god. Oh, his staff was on cooldown already. He already staffed like a knight or something. Oh no. Losing the MK hurts a lot. QuePasoAqui does have a lot of gold though. If he can manage... Yeah. So JTZ's pulling back here, which, you know, makes sense with how weak his units are starting to be, but you really also don't want to pull back there because of how weak QuePasoAqui is army size. He lost his MK. His paladin's only level 1 still. He has arm upgrade disadvantage 0-0 and 1-0 against 2-2 and 1-0. So huge upgrade advantage for JTZ. But it shouldn't really cost a red human player anything to have to pull back there. It's just, it was the type of situation where you didn't want to have to pull back. Maybe even trying to buy a ghost scroll. Yeah, we do see them fight again. We have Blizzard, which will be huge against these knights instead of Breaker Wars. But mostly hitting his own units there. QuePasoAqui chasing an MK with the police and a huge clap coming in. These knights are all dropping really low. QuePasoAqui's entire army just a little too weak. And JTZ takes the 1-0. I think JTZ did better at the start, but the little mid-game skirmish definitely put QuePasoAqui favored again. However, by the end, JTZ just better macro. He had a second barracks for good knight production. He had 2-2 and 1-0 upgrades versus 1-0 and 0-0 upgrades, which is a huge difference. That's what, four more upgrades that he researched over QuePasoAqui. So JTZ just better macro overall, which kept him ahead there. Better upgrades, better knight production, faster inner fire, and so on. But there were definitely moments that looked QuePasoAqui favored, such as picking off all those peasants, although it ended up not mattering because JTZ actually had a surplus of wood peasants anyways. And the little mid-game skirmish, QuePasoAqui came way ahead in. But otherwise, JTZ overall slightly more solid. And in these mirror matchups, that can make all the difference. Okay, at the bottom left, we have our red human player, JTZ. Took the 1-0 in the first game. See what he does here. Alter his position like he's going to go to the Tuscars. And same for QuePasoAqui. Alter his position to go to the Tuscars. We will see if that is the case. I'm not sure if that's the common play in Human Mirror, but I do see the value in it. If you can get like Mana Potion or Wand of Mana Stealing, you can do really good in some harassments. Even Roar Scroll can be pretty good on your Water Ellies and Hero. And then of course Heal Potion and Invuln have a lot of value later game if it ends up with some hero nukes. So definitely quite a bit of value in that taking the consumable camp. Yeah, so far pretty much a mirror. You do see an early tower for QuePasoAqui, preparing to deal with harass. QuePasoAqui a little slow with his militia actually. Not sure if he was distracted with his equipment here. Yeah, decent creeping done by JTZ. Water Ellie is going to tank most of this. Does need to re-aggro the ogre onto it though. Okay, there we go. Only one militia taking... Okay, two militia actually taking quite a bit of damage. But as this is Human Mirror, it might be fine. There aren't going to be Farseer wolves inside. We might, of course, see water lilies inside, but... And we do see Wand of Mana Stealing, so I think, in my opinion, this favors JTZ in the early and mid game. I think the mana items are pretty huge once you get your level 3 Archmage. But if QuePasoAqui can defend really well, the greater healing can have a lot of value later. But generally the mana, pretty huge. Being able to steal 100 mana and gain 100 mana can be a huge difference in water elementals in these fights. And a deviation in creep route. JTZ going for the early lab creep, which will get level 3. Whereas QuePasoAqui going for the small Murloc and simultaneous creep on the other small green, which will also get 3. It looks like they're roughly equivalent in speed, but the items generally would favor JTZ, although he did get a crystal ball from that camp. Not ideal. But sentry wards, QuePaso, and yeah, oof, that Wand of Mana Stealing. We already see he has another water lily available, and QuePasoAqui's already out of mana. But so far, QuePasoAqui actually doing a good job with the focus fire here. Still has 3 footmen left, whereas JTZ's had to micro all of his back already. Early lumber mill. What is this? Oh my god. Oh, he actually manages to get it away. He should probably deny it though, because this footman will kill it. Like, unless you have an MK out. Okay, I think he just did deny it. I didn't see the deny go off. But I'm pretty sure he denied it. Oof. Nice little pick off here from JTZ. He's definitely coming out ahead here now. It looked okay for QuePasoAqui at the start in the center, but the longer this is going, the better it is for JTZ, because he stole 100 mana away, so he's had an extra water lily now over our yellow human player. Yeah, this little skirmish starting to head in the favor of our red human. JTZ. Will QuePaso be able to get the deny here? JTZ obviously aware of it, but yeah, it's a tricky situation. Like, there's not much you can do. You just kind of have to force the player to do the deny. Double Sanctum. So we might just see Breaker Mirror this time.
A player's forces are under attack.
And these players are so mirrored in a lot of their stuff for the first like 5 minutes of both games. Sanctum, Sanctum, Vault. Sanctum, Sanctum, Vault. Lots of red health footmen in the back. Lots of red health footmen in the... True mirror matchup right here. But yeah, I'm thinking this will likely just be a tier 2 play. So no knights this time. Unless one side gets an advantage, maybe they will go tier 3 at that point, or maybe they'll expand, not sure. MK now on the field. Regen scroll about to go off. And now it'll be up to who can creep their MK3 better, as well as who can take the mid camps. And I actually think QuePasoAqui's in a better position to take these middle camps, but maybe this healing will be enough. And Wand of Illusion, oof, that can be a huge item for taking these middle camps. I'd really like to see him do that. But it looks like he's going to be going to the gold mine instead. And this opens up the center for QuePasoAqui.
A player's forces are under attack.
So this is one thing. Oh, unless maybe JTZ is planning to expand, then it I guess makes some sense to go for this camp. Otherwise, taking the center camp is pretty huge. So this going in the favor of QuePaso is pretty big. He is splitting XP though, so MK will only reach like 2.4. And JTZ actually finished his camp already, coming in right away. This is actually working really well for JTZ because of how fast he was able to creep the bottom camp because of having the militia there as well. See some little focus fire on the priest, should be able to get the one. Both sides only with a level 2 MK, but JTZ is looking healthier and has a pendant already. Priest getting focused, and the other one bolted. Does not actually kill. Okay, he kills the second one, but the first one managed to survive. We see. Oh, is my booster not activated this time? Feels bad. Maybe someone lagged and the booster crashed. I think the reconnect feature crashes booster. But I believe they have bash on JTZ side, probably bash on QuePaso's side as well, which is obviously in preparation for the Breaker Wars. And JTZ coming out ahead in XP on both heroes so far, getting close to level 3 MK, which will be a huge level up, especially with that pendant, being able to just bolt tons of stuff down. And not only that, but he has an expansion behind this, which puts him at a huge advantage. Like breaking even here as JTZ is just a huge win because he has an expo behind. So this is looking heavily favored for JTZ to take a 2-0 here. But we shall see what QuePaso can do. Calls in the police. Little last ditch effort, but he has no mana at the moment. And pretty crappy items. 5.8 extra armor on his MK. And level 3 for JTZ. Oof. He still has around 3 bolts to use if he wants as well. So I'd like to see him use at least one here to focus down. Yeah, getting a bunch of damage in. Should be able to chase and either kill the priest or even the MK. Does get the MK, and QuePasoAqui calls the GG. That was a much quicker game. I felt like it was even for most of the game actually, but JTZ took a slight advantage there right at the end with being able to creep his gold mine quite a bit faster than QuePasoAqui could creep the center shop. And then yeah, just kind of took the game, really. I think QuePasoAqui, I guess the center camp is a little risky-ish because of how much damage you take. I thought QuePasoAqui would be fine, but man, JTZ finished that gold mine super fast. And it's because he called 5 militia as well, because he is prepping for an expo. So that worked really well for JTZ, and he takes the 2-0 and will be meeting Sheer in the finals later today, I believe.